Hey, Michelle LLC here. Hope you're awesome. Hope you're great. So, this is the thing. Today, this is going to be a bit different because I really wanted to go over what is going on with my body. Last night, okay, so if you're watching some of my workouts, if you're checking in, you see that I'm kind of going after certain people's workouts and I'm trying to do them myself. In 2012, I could have knocked it all out. Since 2014 to now, I have had multiple car accidents, none my fault. I've had in and out of therapy. I've done different things. I have derailed myself by the way I'm eating, by the way that I'm treating my body. And I've always been in a space of recovery for these since 2014. It's been a space of recovery over and over again. So with that being said, some of the things that I used to be able to do are not as easy and are very challenging for me. But there's a whole other side to this. There's a whole emotional side of what goes on when you lose something that pumps you full of energy. Because for me, it used to be going to the gym. I was just like, no, I was going to the gym for sure. 2 hours, hitting it, enjoying it, loving it, no matter what. And I would get up in the morning and work out because of the fact that it got me going and it felt amazing. And then when I got derailed, it was kind of one of those things like, go to the gym, go to the gym, work out. But I found some really amazing trainers along the way that encouraged me and helped me. Gabriel, Naquan, Joe, Huckabee Fitness, different people that just kind of encouraged me with some of the things that they were doing and some of the things that were taking place. And so now that in this place where I'm recovered enough to really do it, thank you, Heather, for that amazing pelvic floor therapy, which address the QL muscles that were always an issue from my car accident in 94 where I was hit by a drunk driver. So since 94, my back had not been properly addressed because my QL muscles were in spasm from my pelvic floor being in spasm. Huge, crazy thing. So I have been working out all that time, really working out my injuries, not working out my muscles in health. And nobody knew that because we didn't know there were other things going on within the system. So that's why it's hugely important to really have a healthy body and know what's going on within your body and be proactive in listening to the feelings and whatnot. But going back to what I was saying is all this time there has been emotional experiences that have been taking place. Getting married, having a child, getting divorced, losing a house, losing jobs or being downsized, being rehired and going through relationships, all these different things that have had an emotional impact and toll on my person have also had an emotional impact on my muscles. So there is a layer of, I don't know if you can see it, I hate showing it, but there's a layer of gook that is on me that is perfectly fine and I love it to death, but some of this is not because of the fact that I'm healthy. It's because I'm storing stuff that was to protect me. Let's talk about that. Let's really talk about that. The fact that we carry things on our body as protection. I got probably over the last 2.5 years added about 40 pounds of weight unnecessarily. No need to add this weight other than I was going through some very crazy experiences and my system and my way of handling things from back here was to protect myself with padding. And so my body protected itself. Now, mind you, it lines up with some accidents, but my emotional way of dealing with things was also to make sure that I was comforting myself through delicious baked goods from Porto's in California. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Delicious, different things that were coming into my life that I knew weren't healthy for me, but they made me feel good. Where I may not have had a person I could have leaned on, I definitely had an eclair I could lean on. Well, I didn't lean on it, I ate it. But the point is that some of these things that when we're going through recovery or when we're working out or when we're experiencing this change, we're actually opening up old wounds and things are being released from us. So I sent a message to Naquan because I've been attacking his videos by trying to do what he does, and he makes it look so easy, and it's so not when you're like rebuilding, but it can become. You just have to do the work, right? So I had just hit him up that it's like, after doing yesterday's workout, my body was over the top, like I literally thought I was getting sick. And I was sick last night. I was hugely sick. My throat was bothering me. My sinuses were drawing down. My back was just like, was killing me. My QL muscles were like inflamed. And if you don't know what the QL muscles are, they're right here. They hold your pelvic bone to your ribs. And so what happens is that if those muscles, your hips shift, those muscles go into action, which causes them to almost feel like something's going on with your kidneys. But it's your QL muscles. Anyways, I started to realize that what I was actually experiencing was way more than just a great workout or workout pain, but it was a detoxification of my muscles, going through something. And as my muscles have memory, and there's things that I can do that I've done for years, and I go back to it, my muscles like quickly respond, and I go back to something quickly. So if I really were to like bear down and like eat properly and work out properly and do all the things I know I'm supposed to be doing that I may not always be doing, my body is going to come back to what it was in 2012, 2013 very quickly. Now, the thing is that in doing that, it's going to shed layers and layers and layers of emotions and experiences that my muscles remember. So my muscles are detoxing while I am rebuilding. And I think that's hugely important to really understand. It's why it's so important that you drink a ton of water, because there are things actually being released into your system, into your body from this experience of regenerating your body and your workout. So I'm really going to start paying attention to how certain moves and exercises make me feel afterwards, because I believe it was the opposite hand, opposite leg, and yeah, it definitely was that one, because that opens up, like it goes into my trap muscles, and there's a lot of stress in there. There's a lot of history in there that it starts to relieve, that it goes in there and it starts to release that energy, and that starts to radiate out of your body. So if it's really positive, you're going to feel a positive surge. But if you have stuff in there that is maybe not so positive, you may feel like you're getting sick. Now, I woke up this morning, my shirt was completely soaked. So I had sweated out my shirt in the middle of the night, because whatever was coming out of me was almost like I broke my fever. But I didn't have a fever. So I broke the detoxification. Like I literally pushed all that stuff out of me. And when I woke up, when I finally sat up and I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm awake. Good morning. What is this? I felt amazing. And I realized that it's like this whole thing that I'm doing is also detoxifying my muscles as I'm going through the emotional work, as I'm going through the muscle work. It's all coming together on a bigger scale. And it's really important that we address that, because if we overlook that, we'll miss it. And if we miss it, then we'll be bound to repeat it to get the lesson. So with that being said, my workout today, I'm going to do some stuff and whatnot. I'll probably post something fun. But I really wanted to send the message that, like, hey, pay attention. Think back about different things that you might be releasing. And if you want support in this, hit me up. It's what I do. I'll help you go through the emotional aspect of growing some of these things and becoming stronger so that you can live the life you deserve and desire. All right, have a good one. And I'm about to hit it. All right, deuces.